Okay, I just finished Kaiju number 8 season 2 and I just want to get on here and gush about it because the show is awesome. So if you don't know what Kaiju number 8 is, it's an anime, follows this guy Hibine Kafka. He is in his early 30s and he spent his whole life training to become um, a member of the Defense Force, which fights against this universe's monsters. They call them Kaiju. And he had this lifelong dream of becoming a huge member of the defense force, making a huge difference for the community. And he's found himself in his early 30s, never passed the test, and he's just cleaning up the mess after the real defense force has actually defeated all the kaiju. And then so um turns out he gets into himself into this situation and a kaiju just like jumps down his throat and possesses him and he becomes like insanely powerful. And from there, he gets to try out to be in the defense force one last time because they raised the age cap to his age, and he makes it into the defense force, and it just follows his journey, um, learning how to deal with this newfound power because he was so weak before, and now he just became really strong, and he's just not used to it. And then it just navigates him in that story and the people he meets along the way, and that's pretty much it. Non-spoiler related stuff. Okay, and that's just the gist of the story. Um, so, so I pretty much don't have any negatives to talk about. Honestly, I don't know if it's just because I just finished the show, but looking at it analytically, I love everything about it. Um, the animation is crazy. Whichever studio did this, amazing job. Props to them. um, the music is so good. I feel like music is often not talked about in TV shows, movies, anime. Like it really does kind of make or break a show, in especially in like high octane scenes or like very emotional scenes. Like the music matters a lot to me, at least. Um, and I guess that kind of brings me along to the next part is like the action in this is crazy. Like it's some of the most beautifully animated stuff I've ever seen. Like um I'm not like an expert on any of that, but it's fun to look at. All the colors, all the stuff going on in the screen at once is really cool. Um and then so that's some positives right there. The character development, like at first you're kind of really just following Hibino Kafka, and um you get a lot of his backstory. He's the main character, but then as he um goes to try out to become part of the defense force, you meet a couple of these characters, and from the jump I think, okay, these are just some like throwaway side characters, but even though the season right now, or the show, is only like 24 episodes or something like that, I feel like they did a pretty good job like fleshing out and making me care about a lot of the people he's met throughout the his time in the defense force. He I don't even know what else to say about that. Like I really like all the characters. They're all very unique in their own way. Um and they all, I mean, there's like some, you don't really get to see them like get stronger and progress. I feel like maybe that is like maybe one thing you can nitpick about it, is that it just feels like the power scaling in this is just almost montage like. You just kind of like cut, and then it's like, okay, this character has accessed like 20% of their suit before, and now they're up to like 40% of their suit. So I guess if you wanted something to complain about, it could be that you would have rather had it be more drawn out. But for me, I thought that pacing wasn't really an issue. Um, and that's another thing I guess that leads me into is the suits. I really like the just the whole power system in this is like they're all given these suits and you access it, the power of the kaiju it was defeated by. Like the suit is infused with a kaiju power or whatever. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. And like if you the harder you train, typically the stronger you get. And then certain people max out at a certain threshold, and some people surpass those limits. Like his buddy there, I am so bad with names until I start looking into stuff more. But man, the dude with the ice powers, he's sick. um, yeah, I probably should have researched this more before I started talking about it, but I just want to talk about it right away. I'm still bad with the character names, but yeah, I can't wait for the next season. It kind of left us off on a cliffhanger. I can't wait to see them fight all those different Daikaiju in the next season, hopefully. And I don't know how much more source material they have to work with, but I feel like it's already kind of reaching a climax. So we'll see how it goes. But Kaiju number 8, definitely watch it. Oh, man, I love that show so much. I guess that's it. So see you in the next one.